If there is one thing we all know, it's that Rolex are not a brand that came into the market just recently, or anything less than many decades, or our generational time period. With the new release of 1908, and especially in naming this watch as 1908, this might be exactly what Rolex are telling you, in case you didn't know already. That is, 1908 was the year when the brand trademarked its name Rolex over a century ago. The name that pretty much every person on earth today knows about. This is not just the power of the brand, but it goes to show brands' success over and over again. And even after a century, we see the brand standing still stronger than ever before. And then the brand taking its pride in showcasing its legacy, history, timeless designs, dedication, and commitment in horology and dexterity and finesse in watchmaking. Is there anything that's not ticked in what you desire and chase in a watch or a watch manufacturer when we say a luxury timepiece? The 1908 is a dressy stance of the brand that is mostly known to create professional and sports watches. And while this may be new, this is not the first dress watch that Rolex have created. Rather, this actually ended the era of the previous line of dress watches from the brand, the Cellini. And from the looks of aesthetics and technical marvels, it does appear to be the new beginning for the brand, for all the right reasons. When we think of a dress watch, we typically envisage a nominal and wearable case size, small enough to slip under the cuff, yet big enough to not go completely unnoticed. And this is exactly what Rolex has delivered in this watch with a case size of 39 mils. When measured by the caliper at the outer extremity of the bezel, it is 38.5 mils. Measuring the dial of the watch, it appears to be around 31.5 mils, which is actually a very good size for a dress watch, as they typically come with bigger dials, making the watch look bigger than they actually are. There's a domed crystal on top of the watch, which is different from the flat crystals you see on, let's say, the Submariner. The dial is black, but again, it is not glossy black like the subs. Rather, it is matte black in texture. And then the shade of black is also more vintage inspired, where it almost looks greyish or even bluish sometimes. The dial comes with 369 numerals, a stance which may make you think that this is similar to the Explorer, but it is anything but an Explorer in looks. The font, the texture, the shade of the dial and the overall looks all stay in perfect harmony with each other, making it not just an elegant and classy timepiece, but also subtle, understated, yet a Rolex that proudly showcases its applied crown under 12 o'clock hour marker. This is interesting and higher spec, as the dial crowns are all painted in the professional model range, as opposed to such shiny and premium applied crown logo in this case. The bezel is divided and showcases half part of it as fluted and half as smooth, so you get the best of both worlds, that is, subtlety of smooth bezel and charms and joy of fluted. A very intelligent move while keeping the watch elegant and understated. The star of the show is the all-new movement, housed inside a case, which also happens to have the exhibition case back, something we never saw before in the previous dress range, the Cellini, or even any stainless steel professional models. Looking up close at the movement, it showcases all the finest examples of watchmaking, workmanship, machining and finish of top-tier craftsmanship. The Rolex Quartz de Genève, the polished beveling, polished screws, and then the 18-karat gold rotor that is further skeletonized to not hamper the beautiful movement underneath. The attention to detail here is absolutely second to none. housed inside a 9.5 mils case with a lug-to-lug of only 45 mils. The perfectly designed and executed Rolex 1908 has more to tell about the brand than what we see and think about when you say Rolex. That is, Rolex's vision and commitment to horology doesn't end or limit at what they are already known for, and the relentless efforts from the brand to refine and showcase fine watchmaking in flavors beyond what we have enjoyed and taken the pride in the form of professional and classic watches. Speaking of 1908, it is beautiful, it is simple, it is elegant, and it does appear to be timeless. But this is something that we will discover in the years to come, although it does not change the fact or the opinion as of today that it is simply beautiful.